Hello, this is Fine Art Class 11, Art of Indus Valley. So, let's see. This is about the Indus Valley civilization. The map is relating to the early Harappan phase, and this is the map relating to the mature Harappan phase. Introduction of the chapter emerged during the second half of the 3rd millennium BCE. The first part found from various site civilization include sculptures, seal, pottery, gold, jewelry, terracotta figures, etc. The two major sites of the Indus Valley civilization along the Indus River, the Harappa in the north and Mohenjo-daro in the south. The other markers were houses, markets, storage facilities, offices, public baths, etc. arranged in a grid-like pattern. Highly developed drainage system was there. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are situated in Pakistan now. Other important sites which exhibited in India are Ulothal, Dholavira, Gujarat, Rakhigadi in Haryana, Ropar in Punjab, Kalibangan in Rajasthan, etc. So stone statues. This is the picture of male torso, and this is the picture of a priest king which were found in the Indus Valley civilization. So first it is stone statues. Statues found in stone, bronze, terracotta in Harappan sites are excellent examples. The examples male figures, one is torso which is in red stone, and the other is the bust of a bearded man in soft stone. The statues which found are not abundant but refined. The stone statuaries found at Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are excellent examples of handling three-dimensional volumes. Bronze casting, made using the lost wax techniques, in which wax figures were first covered with a coating clay and allowed to dry. Then the wax was heated and a molten wax was drained out through a tiny hole made in clay cover. The hollow mold thus created was filled with molten metal, which took the original shape of the object. Once the metal cooled, the clay cover was completely removed. In bronze, we find human as well as animal figures. The best example of the statue of a girl, popularly titled Dancing Girl. Among animal figures in bronze, the buffalo with the uplifted head, back and sweeping horns, and goat are of artistic merit. Bronze casting was popular at all major centers of the Indus Valley civilization. The copper dog bird of Lothal, the bronze figure of a bull from Kalibangan are in no way inferior to human figures of copper and bronze from Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Metal casting appears to be a continuous tradition. The late Harappan Chalcolithic sites like Daimabad in Maharashtra yielded excellent examples of metal cast sculptures. They mainly consist of human and animal figures. It shows how the tradition of figure sculptures continued down the ages. So these are the pictures of terracotta, means fired clay, bagged clay, toys, statues. So terracotta, the Indus Valley people made terracotta images. They are more realistic in Gujarat sites and Kalibangan in Rajasthan. The most important among the Indus figures are those representing the mother goddess. In terracotta, there are few figurines of weird males with coiled hair, means curly hair. Their posture is generally upright, legs slightly apart, the arms parallel to the sides of the body. A terracotta mask of horn deity has also been found there. Toy carts with wheels, whistles, rattles, birds, and animals gamesmen were also found in Indus Valley civilization. Next, it is the seal. Archaeologists have discovered thousands of seals, usually made of steatite, occasionally of agate, chat, copper, faience, terracotta, with beautiful figures of animals such as unicorn, bull, rhinoceros, tiger, elephant, etc. The realistic rendering of these animals in various moods is remarkable. The purpose of producing seals was mainly commercial. It appears that the seals were used as amulets carrying on the persons of their owners, perhaps as modern day identity cards. The standard Harappan seal was square, like 2 multiply 2 square inches, usually made of the soft river stone steatite. Every seal is engraved in a pictographic script which is yet to be deciphered. Some seals have been also found in gold and ivory also. They all bear a great variety of motifs. Most animals, including bull, without hump, elephant, tiger, goat, and monsters, etc. Trees and human figures also depicted on the seals. The most remarkable seal is one depicted with a figure in the center and animals around. The seal is generally identified as the Pasupati seal by the scholars. An elephant and tiger are depicted to the right side of that figure, Pasupati seal, and left rhinoceros and buffalo seen. Animals to antelopes are shown also below the sheet. So these are the picture of the seals. Next, it is a pottery pot, various pots about. The Indus Valley pottery consists chiefly very fine wheel-made wares, very few being handmade. Plain pottery is more common than painted ware. Plain pottery is generally of red clay, with or without fine red grey slip, which includes knobbed ware ornamented with rows of knobs. The black painted ware has a fine coating red slip on which geometric and animals designs are executed in glossy black paint. Polychrome pottery is rare and mainly comprises small vases decorated with geometric patterns in red, black, green, rarely white and yellow colors. Perforated pottery includes a large hole at the bottom and small holes all over the wall, and was probably used for straining liquor beverages. Pottery for household purposes is found as many shapes and sizes could be conceived of for daily practical use. Miniature vessels, mostly less than half an inch in height, are particularly so marvelously crafted as to evoke admiration. Beads and ornaments. The Harappan men and women decorated themselves with large variety of ornaments produced from every conceivable material ranging from precious metals and gemstones to bone and bagged clay. Necklace, fillets, amulets, finger rings, commonly worn by men and women. Women wore girdles, earrings, anklets, etc. Hoards of jewelry also found at Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, including necklace of gold, semi-precious stones, copper bracelets, beads, gold earrings, head ornaments and buttons, beads of statite and gemstones. Ornaments are well crafted. Air symmetry has been also found at Farmana in Haryana, where dead bodies were buried with ornaments. The bead industry seems to have been well developed, as evident from the factories discovered at Chanugaro and Lothal. Beads were made of carnelian, amethyst, jasper, crystal, quartz, steatite, lapis lazuli, etc. Metals like copper, bronze, gold, shell, fans, terracotta, burnt clay were also used for manufacturing goods. The beads are in varying shapes. Those were disc-shaped, cylindrical shaped, spherical, barrel-shaped and segmented. The discovery of large number of spindles in the houses of Indus Valley that spinning cotton and wool was very common. Men and women wore separate pieces of attire similar to the dhoti and shal. The shal covered at the left shoulder, passing below the right shoulder. The people of the Indus Valley were conscious of fashion. Different hairstyles were in bagu, and wearing of a beard was popular among all. Cinnabar was used as a cosmetic, and a face paint, lipstick, collyrium means eyeliner were also known by the Indus Valley people. So this is the picture of cinnabar and various ornaments which are jewels which are used by the Indus Valley people. These are the ornaments. And beads and ornaments, how these were made by these stones. These are the picture of these stones. Next important sculpture of Indus Valley civilization, that is the dancing girl. Dancing girl is approximately 4 inch high, and it is made of copper figure, which was titled as dancing girl. It is found in Mohenjo-daro, and exquisite casting depicts a girl whose long hair is tied in a bun. Bangles cover her left arm. A bracelet and an amulet or bangle adorn her right arm, and a cowrie shell necklace is seen around her neck. Her right hand is on her hip, and her left hand is clasped in a traditional Indian figure. The figure is full of expression, bodily vigor, and conveys a lot of information. These are the pictures of the same dancing girl. It is a back side of the dancing girl. Next important another sculpture, it is the male torso. It was made of red stone. There are socket of holes in the neck and shoulders for the attachment of head and arms. The frontal posture of the torso has been consciously adopted. The shoulders were also well backed, and the abdomen slightly prominent. Next about the painted earthen jar. Found in maximum found in Mohenjo-daro, made on potter's wheel with clay. The shape was manipulated by pressure of the crafty fingers of the potter. After baking the clay model, painted with black color, high polishing was done as a finishing touch. Motifs were vegetal and geometric forms, and the designs are very simple. So these are the examples of some earthen pots. Next, it is about bowl. It was made of bronze and found from Mohenjo-daro. The massiveness, the large size of the bull and its fury of the charge eloquently expressed. The animal is shown standing with his head turned to the right his head, and with a cord around its neck. Next, another it is a bust of beard priest. It is interpreted as a priest and is draped lapeta hua hai, a shawl coming under the right arm and covering the left shoulder. The nose is well formed and medium size. The mouth is average size with close cut mustache and short beard and whiskers. The hair is parted in the middle and plain oven fillet is passed around the head. An armlet is worn on the right. It is armlet and holes around the neck suggest that he wore the necklace. Next, it is about the mother goddess. The mother goddess figure are usually crude, standing female figures adorned with necklace hanging over the prominent breasts, wearing a loin. It is the part of the cloth and a girdle. The fan-shaped headdress with a cup-like projection on its side is a distinct decorative feature of the mother goddess figures in the of the Indus Valley. The palette eyes and beaked nose of the figures are very crude, and the mouth is indicated by a slit. So these are the images, pictures of mother goddess. And this is the map of showing the Indus Valley civilization, the cities, and its early agricultural sites and the modern sites. And it is the Indus Valley civilization, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro cities. By the excavation it was found. So in the conclusion, now we reach that the Indus Valley people gave to the world its earliest cities, its town planning, its architecture in stone and clay. It showed their concern for health and sanitation. They built a scientific drainage system in their cities.